We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. A little bit of sunshine and good vibes, yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry, everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times.
Hi everyone, I'm Mackenzie Rubish and welcome to my home. It's a party. It's about beef and booze today, and my friends and family are gonna be here in a little bit to enjoy some amazing food and drinks. Now, my maiden name, Fa'umu'ina in Samoan, means in the way of food and drink. So what does that mean? Well, it means it's a party. It's a party and my friends and family are gonna be here any minute, but we need to get started on our beef and booze. Now, today's menu, oh, I am so excited because not only are you gonna see me in my kitchen, but you're gonna see me outside preparing our amazing Sonoran grass-fed beef from Mexico through Catalina Offshore Products. We're gonna be smoking tri-tip. We're gonna be grilling up some picanha meat to make picanha steak tacos. We're gonna have pig shots with thick bacon filled with a cream cheese mixture. And we're gonna have some sauces to accompany our tacos like corn salsa, chimichurri for our tri-tip. And all of the produce that you see is from Major Market, which is a local grocery store, which I absolutely love. We have our amazing Fina tool, which is our grinder for salt, pepper, and mixed herbs. We have Crater Lake vodka and whiskey here today, Fallbrook winery with even a port wine, Apfells coffee, beautiful produce from Major Market, Issy creamer whip, and our Sonoran grass-fed beef through Catalina Offshore Products. All right, let's get going. It's a party. All right, so our smoker has been turned on and we're letting the smoke kind of get ready before we set the temperature. But while that is happening, we need to season our tri-tip. This is Sonoran grass-fed tri-tip from Mexico through Catalina Offshore Products. All the meat that you see in this episode, you can buy through Catalina Offshore Products. They'll ship it to you, or you can visit them in San Diego like I did, and I got to meet the staff, which they're incredible and so knowledgeable. So we are gonna do something very simple and basic with our tri-tip. We're going to brush olive oil on top of it, and then using my Fina mill, which is a one-hand grinder, I'm just gonna pop a capsule in here, just like that, and we're just gonna use it over the tri-tip. So I'll show you how this works. The great thing about this beef is when you buy high quality beef, you want to taste the beef, so you don't want to mask it with too much seasoning. So I simply have in my mix here, I have salt, pepper, and garlic. Large granules, and we're gonna coat the tri-tip right now. All right, first things first, olive oil. So we're just gonna put a little bit of olive oil, we're gonna rub it in, just like this. And I have 3 very big, large tri-tips, which my family are going to gobble up. Okay, so we're just gonna coat this everywhere we can. Let's make sure we get this. We're gonna flip. More olive oil. Okay, let's flip again. Now, Fina mill, simply just grinding it on. Look how easy that is. Isn't that great? Just make sure you got a really good coating. The olive oil helps your seasoning stick as well. So you wanna make sure you have a really good layer of olive oil. It's also gonna keep your beef from sticking to your smoker grill. Okay, so let's flip, just like that. When I put the tri-tips on the smoker, we are gonna put them fat side up, because as it smokes, you want that fat to render down and actually start basting your tri-tip, which is what it's gonna give its incredible flavor. We like fat on our meat. Don't say no to that. Okay, so now we're gonna coat this side. Now these tri-tips have been sitting out on my counter. I wanna get them a little up to room temp because they'll cook a little bit faster, even cooking on the smoker when your meat isn't straight from the fridge. So you don't want it to be super cold. Now the great thing about the Fina mill is, let's say you're not just cooking tri-tip, maybe you have some chicken that you're gonna put on and you have like a lemon pepper seasoning that you wanna use. You can just pop your capsule out just like that. And if you have your lemon pepper one, you can pop that one in and use the lemon pepper on the chicken. So it's a great way to use the Fina mill for different kinds of meat and different seasoning. All right, our tri-tips are ready to go. So follow me out to the smoker and I'll show you what temperature I'm gonna set it at. Okay, so now we need to set the smoker temperature. For the tri-tips, we're gonna set it at 250 degrees. So I'm just gonna take my dial here, push it in, set it to 250, and then push it right back in. And then this is gonna tell me when it's ready, and once it hits 250, we're gonna place our tri-tip in. I have 2 temperature probes. We're gonna probe the left and the right, since the middle is the hottest in the smoker. Once it reaches 125 degrees internally with the probe, we're gonna pull it from the smoker and we're gonna put it on the fire and sear it right before we let it rest. We slice it up, put some chimichurri on top, and serve it to our guests. So while our smoker is getting up to temperature for our tri-tip, we're gonna put together some cornbread muffins that we're gonna serve along with our dinner, with our tri-tip and picanha steak tacos. So in this bowl, I have 1 cup of butter or 2 sticks. And before we kind of start mixing everything, this recipe does call for buttermilk, but I don't have buttermilk, but there is a kitchen hack that you can do at home if you have whole milk. So for every cup of whole milk, I have 2 cups here, you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So for 2 cups of milk, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1, 2, and we're just gonna give that a little mix right there. And what that vinegar is going to do, it's gonna create some curdling on top, which simulates buttermilk, and the acid from the vinegar is gonna help activate your leavening agent, which is baking powder and baking soda. So it is a great hack that you should know at home if you do not have buttermilk on hand. Okay, so 1 cup of butter, I'm gonna add 1 3/4 cup of sugar, and we're gonna cream this together. I hate how violent this hand mixer is sometimes. I'm switching hand mixers because that one was a little violent, as you saw. So this one is a little bit softer, so as you can tell. Okay, we're just creaming our butter. Again, this is room temperature butter, 1 cup with 1 3/4 cup of sugar. If you have a stand mixer, I highly recommend using that, which it just makes it easier. And then we're gonna make a honey butter later to pair with them. Okay, so, and the reason why you want your ingredients to be room temperature, and that includes not just the butter, but the milk and the eggs, is because you want all the ingredients to mirror each other as far as temperatures go. It makes it for a better and more even baking. Our butter and sugar is all creamed, so we're gonna add 4 eggs. Again, the eggs are also room temperature, so we'll dump those in. And we'll get that blended up as well. So let's turn on our hand mixer and get those eggs blended. And then we're gonna add our buttermilk, or our milk with vinegar, a little bit of salt, flour, cornmeal, and then our leveling agents, which are baking powder and baking sugar. So let's get this mixed up first. Nice and even. I do have the oven set to 350, so that's what we're gonna cook these little muffins at. I have just your standard muffin tin, like your 12 cavity muffin tin that you would make cupcakes in. And this should make 24 cornbread muffins. Okay, now we're gonna add a pinch of salt, or a tablespoon, no, teaspoon salt, which is kind of, that's how I measure my teaspoon, is a little well in my hand. Okay. Now we're gonna add the milk that we add the vinegar to. I don't know if you can see, but you can see all the milk that's kind of curdled on top, and you'll see it as I pour in. Oh, it's a messy day. Get messy, why not? Okay, so let's mix this. Get that nice and mixed up. And then we're gonna add our dry ingredients, which is 2 1/4 cup of flour, 1 1/2 cup of cornmeal, yellow cornmeal, and then 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, so let's add in our flour, just like that. Might just have the right size bowl. We'll see. I'm telling you, this makes a lot. Okay, and again, baking powder, baking soda. Okay, we're just gonna put this guy under here. Just gonna slowly take my mixer, because, you know, I like to challenge myself and get small bowls for big mix. But we're just gonna slowly take my hand beaters and go towards the dry ingredients and mix it in. Just so I, you know, don't make a bigger mess than I already have. If you don't have a muffin tin for cornbread, you can also pour this in a 9x13, just grease it up. And this will make one 9x13, but still feeds 24, so 24 servings. All right, so that is mixed. We're gonna take these beaters out. And, all right, now we're gonna fill our muffin tin. I have my 12 cavity muffin tin here, and I have lined with foil muffin tin liners. I like the foil ones, they release better. Using a 1/4 cup measuring cup, I'm just going to scoop the batter and put it in there. I find that a 1/4 cup measuring spoon gives the perfect amount of batter into your muffin tin. Okay, let's put our cornbread muffins into the oven, set at 350, and we're gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. And while those are in the oven, let's go out to the smoker and put our tri-tip on. I'm gonna stick the probe into my tri-tip. This is my left one, I'm gonna put on the left-hand side. So I'm putting my fingertips at the end of the probe where I want the probe to stop when entering the thickest part of the meat. So I'll know when I reach the center, when my fingers hit that point. So that's that. So we're gonna put this one on. We're gonna lift up. Again, fat side up, because we really want the fat to melt and base our tri-tip as it cooks. Now the thickest meat, I'm not gonna probe, it's gonna be in the center, which is the hottest, but the rest of the 2 probes are gonna give me a good indication of when it's time to come off. Okay, same thing with this one. I wanna take my fingers, put it kinda right towards the back of the probe. That's when I know that I'm in deep enough and right through the thickest part of the meat into the center. Just gonna push the probe until it meets my fingertips like that. And we're gonna put that in just like that. Okay, now, we're gonna close this. So if you look down here, this is where my probe temperatures are. So right now, my left one, which is right here, is reading 57, and my farthest right one is reading 53. So when this reaches 125 is when we're gonna take the tri-tips off. So if you have a smoker that has these type of digital meat thermometers, highly recommend it. Okay, our cornbread muffins are done. They're ready to come out. Oh, they look and smell amazing. Okay, there we have it. Cornbread muffins, and we're gonna serve it with some honey butter with our Sonoran grass-fed beef, tri-tip, and our picanha steak tacos. Our tri-tips are smoking. Now we're gonna make the chimichurri sauce that we're going to pair with our tri-tip. I have 3 cups of cilantro. We're gonna put into our blender right here, shove it in, just like that. Okay, and now we're gonna put in about 1 cup of parsley, This is all gonna break down. I know it looks like the bowl is full, but don't worry. And then we have about a cup and a half of olive oil. I'm just gonna put half in right now. This is just gonna help break down and really blend all of this together. Okay, this is what we're gonna start with. So let's turn the blender on and get that going. All right. Okay, we're making magic. Okay, now let's put in a little bit more olive oil. And I have 6 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. We're gonna add that. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of dried oregano, 2 tablespoons of red pepper flakes, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So let's pour all of that in. Then we're gonna add some garlic right after we blend this up. Okay, we are looking good. I'm gonna get my spatula. I'm gonna just coax the sides down. We wanna make sure that the blender doesn't miss all the beautiful cilantro and parsley that's in here. Oh, this smells incredible. Okay, now we're gonna add 4 cloves of garlic. Now I have this really amazing tool called the garlic twister here. Not only can you use it to open your garlic, but you can use it to mince. We're not gonna use it to mince right now, but we are gonna use it to open garlic. And if you're like me, peeling garlic can be a real pain. So what you do is you take the heavy solid bottom of your garlic twister and you're just going to pound just like that. And it's gonna break open your garlic right out of its peel. How easy and simple is that? It would have taken me 5 minutes to do that. So that's 1, okay, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay. And we're gonna put the rest of our olive oil in. Like that. Again, that was 1.5 cups. Okay, just gonna check it. Oh, wow, that looks incredible. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of push down the sides, make sure all the leaves are blended, all the garlic is blended really well. So it's a beautiful sauce. And all this beautiful cilantro, parsley, the garlic, it's all from the local major market grocery store here in town. And I absolutely love them. It is fresh produce, so delicious. Oh, that is going to taste amazing on the tri-tip. I can't wait for my friends and family to try all this. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna make our avocado crema, which is gonna pair with our picanha steak tacos. We're gonna make avocado crema, which is a avocado-based sauce that we're gonna pair with our picanha steak tacos. I have 4 avocados here that are ripe and they've been sliced in half. Look how beautiful these are. These came from Major Market. The produce there is incredible. So I cut these in half. I'm just gonna take a spoon and just scoop out the meat of the avocado right in there. Right in a mixer, just not the skin. Okay, so let's get our avocados in our blender. Again, if you don't have a blender at home, don't worry, you can mash this up in a bowl, just like you would making guacamole. Okay, let's get all of these in. And then to this, we're gonna add sour cream, so 2 cups of sour cream. We're gonna add the juice and zest of 2 limes and 3 garlic cloves. And the way that we're gonna set this up with the food is everybody's gonna be able to make their own tacos. So we're gonna have the avocado crema, we're gonna have a corn salsa, and some cotija cheese. Okay, so all of our avocado meat is in the blender. Just gonna throw these in the trash really quick, make room. I'm gonna add the zest of 2 limes. I love using my microplane zester. It is great for citrus. All right, I'm just gonna roll, kind of release the juices out of the lime. Slice in half. I'm just gonna squeeze all that delicious lime juice in there. Okay. Okay, there's 1 lime juiced. We'll add a second one. All right. And now we're gonna add our 3 garlic cloves. You know what? I'm gonna use the garlic twister again to open these. Okay. Again, garlic twister, just pound, and your garlic clove just pops right out. All right, 1. Oop, 2. And 3. Okay, and now 2 cups of whole milk sour cream. Okay, filling this guy up. Okay. All right, oh, I'm so excited. And this is what gives the avocado crema its cream-like consistency, is sour cream. And put our lid on and get this blended. All right, let's check it and just make sure we scrape the sides, make sure it's free of any sour cream that may stick to it. And we'll give it 1 more blend, and then we will put this in a little container until we're ready to serve. Okay, let's give it 1 more little blend. Look how beautiful that looks. This is gonna go with our picanha steak tacos. I'm so excited to serve this. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, on to the next. Okay, so one of the tri-tips is already at 125, so I'm gonna check it. Yes, I have the probe in it, but I like my instant read thermometer. It's gonna give me a more accurate temperature. So let's give it a check. So yeah, we're up there right now. Yeah, looks really good. I'm gonna check these 2 while we're in here. See how close we are. Actually, I want to kind of go in. So this one's looking good too. Yeah, they're all looking pretty good. So we're ready to pull them. All right, we're gonna let these rest, and then right before our guests get here, we're gonna slice it up and pair it with our chimichurri that we just made. Another sauce or pairing that we're gonna have with our picanha steak tacos is a corn salsa. I love the freshness and the crisp that corn salsa gives when you add it to a taco. So I have 5 cups of white kernel corn here. You can buy it frozen, or you can, cut it off your own corn if you want. Frozen's easier. And when you are party planning, sometimes it's helpful to find ingredients that help relieve a little bit of the stress and the time. So for me, I prefer the frozen corn kernels here. We're going to add 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro, which is what I am just chopping up nice and fine right now. We're gonna add that to our bowl, just like that. Now we're gonna add 1 whole jalapeno dice, and I de-seeded it. The seeds do add more spice to it. So if you like spice, go for it. Add those seeds in. I get a little mild. Okay, 1/4 cup of purple chopped onion, and then a fresh squeeze of lemon juice. And we're gonna add this to taste, and lime juice. If we need more lime and lemon, we can always add the other halves. And a touch of salt, not too much. Just a little pinch. Okay, now use a spoon or spatula. We're just gonna mix this up, get it nice and well combined. And then that's it. It's really that simple. And we're just gonna leave it out. Let all the ingredients marry together. And this will be served with our picanha steak tacos. Make sure you scrape underneath. Remember, that's where all the ingredients like the hide is at the bottom. So you really wanna just get that really well mixed. All right, and there you have it. That is our very easy, very simple corn salsa. And we're gonna put it on our steak tacos later. All right. Now we're gonna make pig shots. Yum. The appetizer that we're gonna be serving tonight to friends and family are our pig shots. Now, they're called pig shots because it involves kielbasa sausage wrapped with bacon. And it creates a little shot glass, so to speak, so a pig shot. And we're gonna fill it with a cream cheese mixture, which I'm gonna make. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you how to put together a pig shot. And you want thick cut, you want the bacon to be cold. We're going to wrap it around the sausage. I'm gonna actually turn it out so I can see. We're gonna wrap this bacon right around the sausage. And I'm just gonna turn it as I hold the end and keep turning all the way. And you're gonna get some overlap, that's okay. Using a toothpick, we're going to go right through the very end of the bacon, through the sausage, and then out the other side. So that's gonna create your pig shot, just like that. The great thing about these pig shots is they can be made ahead of time. So I actually put these together last night with my husband Luke, just so we can save time. Okay, so let's finish making these last three. This bacon was provided from QS Beef, so thank you to them for providing this beautiful bacon. Okay, we have the pig shots all set to go. Now we're gonna make our cream cheese filling. So in this bowl, I have 2 blocks of cream cheese. I'm going to take a spatula and and it is room temp, softened cream cheese. I'm gonna take my spatula and just kind of mix it, just get it broken up a little bit, nice and creamy. So to this cream cheese mixture, we're gonna add 2 jalapenos that have been diced and de-seeded. Okay, so let's add that in. I also have a little bit of barbecue rub here. This is a Kansas City sweet, and it helps counter the spiciness of the jalapeno. So any kind of sweet barbecue rub will do. I have about 2 tablespoons in there. Now we're gonna fill a piping bag and we're gonna get our pig shots all filled up. Before we fill our pig shots, we're gonna do a little bit something extra. I have half of a slice of jalapeno. I'm gonna put it in the bottom of each of my pig shots, just like this. So here's another half and another half. But don't worry, it's not gonna be too spicy. I am gonna add a little drizzle of honey right on top of that jalapeno that we just put in. Okay, now we're gonna fill a piping bag. If you do not have a piping bag, don't worry, you can use a Ziploc bag. You just wanna push all of your cream cheese into a corner and then you'll cut that corner off and you'll use that as your piping. If you don't have a Ziploc bag, you can use a spoon and just spoon it in. You'll be fine. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna cut a little bit of my tip off, just like that. And now I'm just gonna push my filling down. I wanna make sure the hole is big enough for those diced jalapenos to come out. Okay, so with the tip facing down, squeezing from your top hand, your dominant hand, you're just gonna squeeze and fill, just like that. 1, 2, 3. And there's your pig shot, just like that. Sausage, bacon, jalapeno, honey, and that cream cheese mixture that we made. Once we get these all filled, we're gonna put these on the smoker at 300 degrees for about an hour, and this is gonna be the first thing that we serve to our friends and family when they arrive. Our smoker is ready at 300, so we're gonna put our pig shots on. Our guests are finally arriving, and as they arrive, they're going to enjoy some beautiful wine from Fallbrook Winery and our Crater Lake whiskey. Let's put these in the smoker for an hour, and as soon as they come off, we're gonna put a little bit of drizzle of a barbecue sauce and let our guests enjoy. Tonight we are serving Crater Lake whiskey, and we are also going to be using our Issy Soda Siphon, which makes homemade sparkling water. To do that, we're going to add about a shot of whiskey. That looks like a shot. Okay, and then with our Issy soda maker, we're just gonna, just like that. And my brother-in-law has so graciously volunteered to be my whiskey taster tonight. Joey.
Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for volunteering to drink
Yes, absolutely.
Crater Lake's whiskey. Okay. Yeah?
That's perfect.
Okay, I gotta have some too though.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm not a whiskey drinker, but adding the Issy soda maker, yeah. Carbonation, I think, makes whiskey taste better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got the fire started, so now we need to season our picanha. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about this cut of meat. So picanha steak is a Brazilian type of cut. It is the top rump of a cow. It is an amazing cut of meat. This quality of meat is incredible. You can see the marbling throughout the meat. This comes from QS beef through Catalina Offshore Products. One thing that I will say about a rump cap or a coulette steak or a picanha, which is what we're gonna call it tonight, is when you get a picanha, don't trim off the fat cap. You wanna leave this on because not only does it protect the meat, but as it cooks, as the heat really gets to this fat, the fat is going to melt and it's gonna continuously base your meat, and it's gonna create a very tender, very buttery-like flavor and texture. So leave the cap of fat on your meat. Okay, olive oil, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the tri-tip. So olive oil, get that really rubbed in. And we're gonna do the same seasoning. It is a pepper, salt, and garlic. Okay. We're gonna flip, get the bottom. And then when the fire is hot enough, we are going to sear these on all sides. And then we're actually gonna cut them into like 2-inch steaks and cook them again to about 135. And then we'll slice those up and we'll get ready to have tacos with them. Season, get that nice crust on there. This is really gonna help the flavor. Again, just a basic pepper, garlic, and salt. Season both sides, it's really important. And this, when we slice it up for those tacos, that's what we're gonna put with the avocado crema that we made and the corn salsa as well. And I have a little cotija cheese we're gonna put on top. I recommend cooking picanha on open flame. So if you have a fire pit in the backyard like we do, which you'll see how we cook these, or if you have a barbecue grill. And these have been sitting out for a couple hours. Again, room temperature meat is key. Keep the fat cap on for picanha. You really want it. It's gonna help add flavor to your steak. All right, so let's go check the fire. And then when the fire is ready and roaring, we're gonna put these picanhas on and get them cooked. All right, we're putting the picanha on. We're gonna go fat side down and we're just searing at this point. So we're gonna make sure we get a good crust on these. And then after we do that, we're gonna slice these up into 2-inch steaks and then continue to cook. I'm preparing dessert for my friends and family, and for this amazing dessert, we're gonna use Apfells coffee. Apfells coffee is located in California. It's family owned, it's been around for more than 100 years, and they do single batch coffee making. I'm so excited to share this with them. And we're also going to pair our delicious coffee with vanilla bean gelato, and we're gonna use our Issy Creative Whip to put fresh, delicious whipped cream right on top. It is heavy whipping cream inside the canister with a charger, which creates that whip-like, heaven-like texture right on top. So using an ice cream scooper, I'm just going to take it in my gelato, get a nice, generous scoop of ice cream, and we're gonna plop it in just like that. And you actually want your coffee to be a little warm because you want it to melt the ice cream. Okay, using my Issy Creative Whip, now we're gonna top it with homemade whipped cream straight from the bottle, right on top. How delicious and easy is that? And there you have it, Apfells coffee, ice cream, whipped cream dessert.
Hi, I'm Ewan Parker. I'm the winemaker from Fallbrook Winery. Fallbrook Winery is 11 miles inland from the Pacific Ocean and roughly 40 miles north of San Diego. Fallbrook Winery was established in 25 years ago by Rebecca Wood and Ira Gorovitz. Since then, I've had a focus on quality and producing quality wine. Right now I'm drinking a 2021 Malbec. This is one of my favorite wines to go with steak and chimichurri in your typical Argentine fashion. It's big, bold, smells like cassis and dark red berries. We have a tasting room at Fallbrook Winery. We're open 7 days a week. Please come visit us. We're family friendly. Dogs, cats, children, whatever. We love it. We love making wine, and we hope that you'll come in and enjoy it too with us. Cheers.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What whites do you have tonight?
Tonight we are serving from Fallbrook Winery their white Merlot, their Sauvignon Blanc, and their Albarino.
Could I have a glass of their Sauvignon Blanc, please?
Absolutely.
What are you gonna get?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try this.
There's some whiskey.
Rocking on.
You like your whiskey?
It's a Manhattan.
Ooh,
You are?
thank you.
So over here we have our Crater Lake from Bend, Oregon varietal of whiskeys.
Right.
We have their Sipping Single Malt, their Rye, their Cherry Rye, and if you like old fashions, they do make an old fashioned in a bottle. It's going to be their rye whiskey with orange, cherry, and bitters over ice.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Here you are.
refreshing.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Here you are for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tonight.
I'd like a Sangiovese.
Sangiovese. Very welcome.
I'd like to try the rye,
Just the regular rye or the cherry rye?
the cherry rye.
Cherry rye, you got it.
The pig shots are almost done. You can see that they're browning around. The bacon's looking amazingly cooked, and the cream cheese filling. I'm so excited. Okay, we have a little bit of barbecue sauce here and apple cider vinegar. We're gonna just drizzle a little bit on top. Let these cook for 5 more minutes, and then we'll take them off for our guests to enjoy. All right, back to the fire. And we're gonna cook these until 135 internal temp. The key to cooking these to a really good internal even temp is to constantly be rotating your steaks. Okay, the pig shots are ready to come off, so we protect our hands. We're gonna put them on these trays, take them in, plate them, and serve them to our guests. Okay, let's get these pig shots plated. Look how beautiful those look. Oh, I can't wait for my friends and family to enjoy. And they are having such a good time outside. They have enjoyed some whiskey tasting from Crater Lake Whiskey and some wine tasting from Fallbrook Winery. All right. Good evening. Thank you everyone for coming to our Beef and Booze episode. So thanks to QS Beef from Catalina Offshore Products for supplying all the meat that you see here tonight. They're located in San Diego, so you can go down and check them out. They're open to the public, or you can order and have them ship online. Thank you to Major Market for some of the best produce that we have here in town. And thank you to Apfells Coffee for Steve and Brent for being here from Apfells. It is so wonderful to have you here in our home to celebrate. And thank you to Crater Lake for the beautiful whiskey and for Fallbrook Winery for supplying their incredible selection of wines. They're right down the road, so if you haven't been to the winery, please visit. We got an incredible menu for you here tonight. To start out, we're gonna have pig shots. So pig shots are a kielbasa sausage wrapped with bacon, filled with a cream cheese mixture. There might be some jalapeno in there, but do not proceed with caution. Just dig in and have fun. And then we're gonna be having tri-tip that we smoked with a homemade chimichurri sauce. And then we're gonna have picanha. If you haven't heard of picanha, it is the rump cap of a cow, the good old caboose of our cow. It is extra tender, extra buttery, the queen of steaks. And we're gonna be serving that taco style. So we're gonna have flour tortillas with the homemade corn salsa and avocado crema, a little conchita on top. And then for dessert, we're gonna celebrate with Apfells coffee with a little bit of vanilla bean gelato, whipped cream, and we're also gonna have some grilled peaches to eat with some ice cream as well. So let's start with some pig shots. And then after this, we'll enjoy the rest of the meal. And again, thank you so much for being here. Cheers, enjoy, eat up, celebrate. It's a party! It is a party, let's do it.
I'm getting
over here for the 14th.
I'm getting two. I'm gonna grab two. Of course.
I'm gonna scoot down.
Before we take our peaches out to the grill for grilling for our dessert, we're going to brush a little bit of neutral oil on top. This will prevent any sticking to the grill. I'm using avocado oil. So again, just a light brushing just right on top. And then once we're done, we'll take these out to the grill and fire these up. Get them nice and soft and juicy. And what's great about the peaches over the fire is that the flame, the heat, will release the natural juices of the peaches. It's such an easy and beautiful dessert. Our tri-tip is perfection. So we're gonna slice this up and get it plated. And then we're gonna top this with chimichurri. So just like that. Our picanha is perfect and pink inside, and you can see that cap of fat right there. We've let it rest for about 20 minutes, and now we're gonna slice it up into little pieces for our tacos. Okay, dinner is ready. Like promised, I have tri-tip with chimichurri, and then this is gonna be your picanha steak right here, and we have warm tortillas straight off the grill, and we have corn salsa, avocado crema, some conchita. I even have cornbread muffins with honey butter. So I'm so excited for you guys to try the picanha the most, because I know tri-tip is something we've probably all had. How many of you picanha first time hearing about it?
What are the origins of it?
So it's Brazilian. So this type of cut of meat is Brazilian. It's the rump of the cow. The dairy. There's so much love that goes into all this food that we prepare for you, and the joy that we get from having all of our friends and family here is incredible. And I can't wait for you to just eat and listen to some music and yeah, just have fun. So it's a party. Now it's a party in your mouth and in your stomach. So enjoy, eat up.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Good memories.
Come on, it's all right,
A
come
little
on.
bit of sunshine and good vibes. Yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna.
Okay, dessert time, and my family and friends are so excited because we have two options for them. We have the beautiful Apfells coffee, which is family owned. It's been around for over 100 years. It's small batch coffee. It makes this kitchen smell incredible. So we have it freshly brewed, and we're gonna top it with vanilla bean ice cream. We're gonna put it right inside, just like that. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, and then we're gonna top it with a little bit of whipped cream. And my little trick for dessert is a little pinch of Hawaiian sea salt. This is what brings out all the flavors that you're gonna taste in this dessert. Now the second dessert is our grilled peaches, which you saw earlier. We're doing the same thing. We're gonna do a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream right on top. And these peaches are soft and so deliciously ready to be eaten, and all the sugar is released from the fire. Now, on top of the ice cream, we're just gonna put a little drizzle of honey, just a little bit, just like that, with a little crushed pistachio. And that is our dessert tonight. So we're gonna get these all assembled and take it out to our friends and family and send them off with a sweet goodbye and an I love you. It's dessert time. It is the end of the night, and this is the best way that I love to send my family and friends home, is with something sweet. So we have our Apfells coffee pretty much afloat. We have vanilla bean ice cream paired with whipping cream straight out of our Issy Creative Whip with a little bit of Hawaiian sea salt. And then we have our grilled peaches that we made, also with our vanilla bean, a little honey, and some crushed pistachios. So it's time to dig in and have dessert, and then send everybody home to have a nice, sweet dreams.
So,
I'm talking good times,